Hello, Taurus. Thank you for joining me today for your September 2020 ASMR Tarot Forecast. So, what I'd like for you to do for me right now is all of the really rough emotions that you've been having this month. I want you to take them, wad them up into a tight little ball. All of the pain, all of the fear, any anger, any hate, any physical discomfort, just compile it all together, squeeze it tight, and release it right into this candle flame. Oh, I see it. You see the smoke coming out? Can see it burning off. That's great. That's great, Taurus. Great job. Make sure you get all of it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, wow. Taurus, you put my candle out. Rough month. Let's see if I can light it back up again. So, this month I will be using the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. Here's what the box looks like. Yeah. Got my huge pile of selenite back here, just in case you feel like you need that. I don't really feel the vibes coming off of my selenite as much as it feels like having a air purifier or something in the room. All right. There we go. There we go. Make sure get paranoid about my audio recorder. All right. Let's look at the current situation. We have the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, possibly. And the Hierophant. So, not just feeling trapped, but feeling trapped by your own morality, possibly. Feeling trapped by this huge list of moral code that you have to live by. Let's look at the past. We have the Hanged Man. So I feel like you made some kind of sacrifice that was for your betterment. That's what the Hanged Man is all about. There was an angel who hung himself upside down so that he could still be close to God, but that God would not be offended by his face. He was one of the rebelling angels. There's also Odin hanging himself from Yggdrasil and giving up an eye for all of the knowledge in the world. So there's a lot of archetypes throughout history of this Hanged Man. On to the current situation. So, this is like your sun sign. It's how you put yourself out into the world. This one is going to be more like your rising sign, which is how people perceive you. And then in the middle, we have the truth of the matter. This is what is actually going on with you in your life right now. So, 10 of Cups. This is a completion. This is an ending, a happy ending to emotional energy. Here we have the Devil in reverse, though. There are vices that you maintain that are getting the better of you right now. And over here we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So, maybe a feeling not quite of being out in the cold. Maybe more like a feeling like I have to shut everyone else out or I'm going to get hurt. But you feel like I'm putting myself out there in a really friendly way. Interesting. There's a lot of interesting energy here, Taurus. This is your future. But actually what I've liked doing some recently is looking at your hopes and fears first. So what do we have here? The Tower. Yeah, you're fearing change right now, or you're hoping for change right now. It could be either. Now let's look at the future. We've got the future here. We have your goal or destiny here, and the final outcome here. This card, I can already tell it's reversed because of the back design. I feel like this is something that hasn't come to pass yet, and might not come to pass in September, but is in your future. Ironically enough, it's the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Because what does the Eight of Wands mean? It means swift closure. So when closure comes, it might move very rapidly, but it's not coming yet. The goal or destiny. We have the Seven of Wands here, and you can see that this man is under attack. This card is in the reverse. So maybe you have felt like you were under attack before, but you feel less and less so. Yeah, because in the early part of the reading, we had that Eight of Swords, of you feeling kind of trapped, maybe because of social contracts. You won't be trapped by those forever. Yeah, and in fact, the final outcome. So those of you who are Taurus and have water in your chart, we have a Prince of Cups. The emotional fulfillment and possibly a happy family that you desire. Let's clarify some things here. For that, I'm going to be using Micah Ulrich's Flux Arcana. This is just the major arcana from the deck. But I really love his illustrations. All right. Taurus. I want to find out more about this situation with the Devil and the Five of Pentacles overturned. I want to find out more about this ending. And honestly, I'd like to find out more about this Ten of Cups, too. Alright. Let's start there. We have the Hanged Man again. So whatever that sacrifice was that you were making, it was for your emotional well-being. And then we have 19 and 20, the Sun and Judgment, and both are in the reverse. Because you can't have both in the upright together, right? I think the Sun, you want happiness. You're feeling happiness to yourself, for sure, with its 10 of Cups. But there's also this element here of feeling judgment. And I don't know if this is judgment at the hands of others, or being overly hard on yourself. It's going to be different for everyone. I would think if you're 10 of chalices right here, it wouldn't be you who is being too hard on yourself. I think it has more to do with certain expectations that you're being held to. It has a lot to do with whatever this is with the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant over here. Let's look at this stack of cards here with the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. Strength in the reverse. The High Priestess in the reverse. High Priestess, secrets could be coming out. Strength in the reverse, coming out right on top of the Devil in reverse. That says to me, if you have any issues with substance abuse or sex addiction or something like that, that you are falling prey to those impulses right now. Not that that will always be the case, just right now. We have the Tower coming out. So there will be a change to that. And I see that there's a change to that already. You've got the Fool in the reverse. So you're going to be going into things a little less naively, I think. And then finally we have the Lovers. And I'm actually going to put that card right up here with the Prince of Cups, because I think that definitely goes together. What do we have over here with this Eight of Wands reversed? Well, we have the Devil coming out again. And he's in the upright here. I think it's really up to you how long this particular situation lasts. To me, it's all about your ability to control your own vices and impulses. We have the Death card. So we've had the Tower card come out. We've got the Death card coming out as well. And the Star. And exactly, that's you coming into your own, gaining mastery over your vices. I'm gonna grab a handful of rocks and kind of throw them out here. We have the Shell. Shell is money coming out on the Death card here. So there could be a change to your finances. Could be for the better. Here on the Devil card, and kind of crossing over into this Eight of Swords situation, we have the an opal and a piece of agate. Then over here we have the dendritic opal, another opal, and a piece of turquoise over here on this Hanged Man situation. Whatever it was that you sacrificed back here in the past really has been the driving force behind the action currently. So I'm not entirely sure what that would have been. It could also have been a period where you were stuck and didn't think that you were going to be able to move forward from it. All kinds of stuff is tied up in the Hanged Man situation. And of course, this being a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, it's going to be different for all of you. The Hanged Man is an elemental card, element of water, as you can see here in the background of the card. And he's got like the fire triangle right next to his head on the Golden Dawn correspondence. But it's about suspension. It can be about sacrifice. Everything else that is going on right now is based in whatever you were feeling at that time. So, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you, Taurus. Not saying you're a bad person by any means. But people have different ways of coping. And it's possible that in this particular time, some of your coping mechanisms have been a little bit flawed and not to your benefit. But it's going to turn out okay. You're going to be fine. And so, whatever you're doing right now, just make sure that you keep it in check and don't go too far out into any extreme. I really appreciate you joining me today, Taurus. I'm glad to see you again. This has been your September 2020 forecast. I hope that if you enjoyed it, that you will consider liking, sharing my video, commenting on it, possibly subscribing to the channel, maybe. It's always good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Be well.